Welcome to Ask Campus Ministry, our new video series where you ask the questions and we, the staff at Campus Ministry, answer them. So our first question is about baptism. Does anything happen at baptism? I mean, why get baptized anyway? Well, let's think about baptism this way. You're living off campus and you're looking for a roommate. You've heard about this really interesting person named God. So what are you going to do? You're going to get to know God, right? You're going to find out, is God going to make a good roommate? And once you've got to know God a little bit, you might then invite God to come and live in your house with you. Now that means you're going to have to clean the house up. You're going to have to make room for God and all of God's stuff, right? There's some preparation that you're going to have to do. But the fact of the matter is, God doesn't live with you until the move-in day. That is baptism. When the water is poured over you and the words, I baptize you in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit are spoken, that is when God takes up residence in your home with you. You may have known God before baptism, before the move-in day, but the fact remains, God does not take up residence. The mail doesn't have your address when it's going to God until you are baptized. Now, what we hope happens with baptism is that God and you are going to establish a lifelong relationship with God dwelling within you. But the fact remains, you can always kick your roommate out. You can ask God to leave, and God will leave. But this is an important difference about God as a roommate. Even when God leaves, we are never the same. When God dwells within us, God makes a change within us. And it's a change that, while no other human being may be able to see, God can see it. We call that an ontological change. It's a change in your very being. And that change occurred on the day that God took up residence within you. It occurred at your baptism. Now, we hope that you don't kick God out and that God dwells with you happily all of your earthly days. Because ultimately the Christian hope is that upon our earthly death, God will then invite us to heaven so that we can live with God in God's house. That's baptism in a nutshell. So thank you very much for your question. I'm Father Patrick Tobin. I am an associate chaplain here in Campus Ministry. We welcome your questions. Please continue to ask them. Send us a Facebook message. Email us. We would love to answer your questions.